Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies with Nerdist New Bully. I'm your host, Leroy, a.k.a. Tits McGee, with my co-host.
Yeah, Zeli, a.k.a. the Iron Snowflake.
There we go. And we're back with another episode. And yeah, I know we're running a little late, but we decided to go ahead good. You know what they say, better late than never. Before we get into the good stuff, Eli, we want to talk about some history and science that happened this weekend. We want to talk about,
smart.
Yeah, we're getting smart because I mean, if you're gonna do a nerd podcast, you got to do some sciencey shit, you know. So, the Perseverance rover has successfully landed in Mars, so that's pretty awesome. While it was over in Mars, you know, the lower half of the United States was freezing to death, so that's pretty cool. You know, reminds me of that Gil Scott Heron song. What? Hold up, we gotta.
I don't know that.
Remember, we played it on here, Whitey on the Moon.
The song.
Jake Fisher was going on. Yeah, remember? My daughter got bit by a rat today, but Whitey's on the moon, you know, all this crazy stuff. So I just thought about, but Ted Cruz is in Cancun. So you just change the lyrics with that, and it's pretty much the same thing. So, and another thing, Eli, I'm sorry to go on a tangent, go on a rant, but this whole week, everybody's talking about Texas this and pray for Texas and Texas all this. Fuck Texas. What about us? What about everybody else that was in the South? You got Louisiana, you got Mississippi, you got everybody else that was just as cold and don't know how to handle the weather any more than Texas do. But you hear on the news, all you hear Texas this, Texas this, Texas that. I get it. Everybody up north, you hate the South. You tolerate Texas. But anything east of Texas, you pretty much stay away from. You know, I get it, because anything you go past Texas, you get towards the Gina Carano supporters. So yeah, I get it why you stay away from us. So, but still, we will suffer just as bad as they were. I'd like to hear somebody say the South, not just Texas and those other shit states, you know. So
I just think I know I was making fun of y'all like last week and shit, but yeah, because I'm from Minnesota here and we've been in 30 below for like 2 weeks straight.
Right.
But we didn't lose our power or water. I think that's just fucked up, man.
And once it's just Texas, it happened in Mississippi also and other states around it. I still don't have water. You know, my parents lost power for like 2 or 3 days, you know, and water.
And again, I should have told y'all, yeah, man, when it gets that cold and you're thinking your pipes are gonna freeze, turn your water on just a little trickle so they don't freeze up and freeze and bust.
Right. So
again, that's shit we just deal with every year.
You're right. I will say this, Eli. I will never complain to you about having 48-degree weather outside. Those days are done. I've learned my lesson on that. So yeah.
Yeah, man. You gotta get some extra lotion because your face gets all cracked up and dry and shit.
Well, actually, no, we don't
get ashy.
That's what I'm saying. We get ashy. That's the thing with us. So now my knuckles look like I've been punching concrete like fucking Chuck Norris all day. Let's see. But anyway, let's go on to some other news. Okay. So also want to say rest in peace to Prince Markie D of the Fat Boys.
Yes.
Eli, this is kind of my ear, but never let my ears. I'm gonna let you go with this one.
Oh, really? Oh,
first
of all, I thought he died already, so that's kind of fucked up.
That was the other one.
It was Buff Love who died. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Buffy.
The human beatbox.
Right. Yeah. So I think it's one still alive.
Yeah, he's a bodybuilder now. Yeah.
That's weird thing. Yeah, he's a bodybuilder now, you know.
Yeah, Kurok Ski. No,
I think they told him that he had to lose the weight, you know.
Oh yeah. I was in the Fat Boys back in the day. I ain't gonna lie. I was, watching Crush Groove and, Don't You Dog Me. Yeah. Movie. Yeah, Don't You Dog Me. I knew how to play that on piano. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Don't You Dog Me. I knew the lyrics to All You Can Eat and a bunch of other. I had a couple there like cassette tapes and shit. Back when I was trying to break dance and all that shit. So yeah, I was a little, I threw on some Fat Boys when I heard on the YouTube and, so yeah. And this is before I was into them before they did the movies like Disorderlies and shit.
Okay, that's where I come in now because I'll be honest, I can't name a Fat Boy song to save my life, but I can name the movies. Like this, I can name Disorderlies. Now, say what you want to say about it, me, Eli, but I thought Disorderlies was the funniest shit of all time when I saw that shit. I watched it over and over again on HBO. So that's what I knew the Fat. I knew they rap, but I knew them from the movies and stuff like that. I knew them from Disorderlies and stuff. So because I promise you, if you put a gun in my head, I could probably at one point I could quote Disorderlies from beginning to end and probably walk out of there alive.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, they got big. Yeah, they did the Wipeout cover and.
Oh, you never heard it? They did do Wipeout. Yeah. You never heard of Fat Boys? Go back. They old school. Old school. 80s.
School hip hop. Yeah. They made beatboxing popular. You know, I didn't know what beatboxing was until they started doing that.
That was Buffy. Buffy was the one that did the beatboxing. Yeah. I remember that. So yeah.
They did the refrigerator rap back in the day. Remember refrigerator?
Yeah, see, back in the 80s, you had to have a gimmick. You couldn't just rap. You had to have a gimmick, you know.
Yeah.
What makes you stand in front of other guys? They were fat. So yeah.
It says it all in Crush Groove. Go watch the movie Crush Groove.
Right. It's all there. You gotta have something to stand out for the next guy. So yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, what else we got next? Oh, this is also you. I'm gonna let you go with that one because this one I'm not gonna jump in at all on this one.
Oh no, George St-Pierre. He's gonna be back. He's coming back to be Batroc the Leaper in the Winter Soldier Falcon show. That's what that.
Oh yeah. I know he wasn't gonna retire from UFC. I mean, but you say he retired from UFC.
Oh no, he retired from UFC a while ago. I just showed you those clips. This should get you familiar with what he was doing.
Oh, I'm so confused. Okay,
yeah.
I'm thinking like I was first like, man, that's sad for him, man. But I didn't know he already retired. But yeah, he's coming back for Winter Soldier and Bucky and I just said the same thing. Winter Soldier and Falcon. Yeah, he's coming back for that. Backdrop the Leap. Like I said, I don't really know him from UFC, but I know Backdrop the Leaper, one of the most D-list villains of all time. That I was like, Marvel really went there and put this guy in a movie. Like, okay.
And
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, played by GSP, George St-Pierre, one of the greatest fighters of all time in the UFC, held the belt for like almost 10 years, then retired, then came back, went up a weight class, and got the belt again. You know, so he was one of my favorite fighters, and I was stoked to see him in Winter Soldier back in the day, and now he's coming back.
I heard a lot of people excited in the theater. GSP. Like, who the fuck is that? Okay.
Yeah, no, I sent you that link. Just it was an old video of when he first retired, and it was just some of his highlights. That's sorry for the confusion.
Okay. All right, no problem. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna let you go with this one also. So here we go. Like I said, we're just running through these.
Today or yesterday technically was Anthony Daniels' birthday, aka C-3PO from Star Wars. So
I said, we gotta talk about some good stuff on here sometime. We can't. You can't always just be doom and gloom, you know.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Anthony Daniels.
What else we got on the list here? I think this is also you.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Ezra Bridger. What's the guy's name? Mena how do you say it?
Aladdin.
Mena Massoud or whatever. I don't know how to say his name.
Don't get us demonetized.
Yeah. He is playing, I guess they announced that he's gonna be the live action Ezra Bridger in the Ahsoka show.
Talk Disney to me Plus. Okay. I was just about to say like who? Okay.
Ezra Bridger was on the Rebels, Star Wars Rebels. He was the little kid, kind of like the main character. He was a little.
I think orphan. I'm the only person that listened to this podcast that don't know who that is.
Yeah. No, Rebels is good. Rebels is good. Like I'm telling you, man, watch the Clone Wars, Rebels. There's some of the best Star Wars shit you're gonna see. And Ezra was like the main character on Rebels, and he was a Force-sensitive kid, starts learning the ways of the Force, takes up, Jedi training from, not Kano. What the fuck's his name?
That's coming.
I'm drawing a blank on his name. It starts with the
Freddie Prinze. I know it's Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah,
whoever it was.
What the hell is his name? Not Kano. Something. Shit.
Kanai? I'm thinking Carl Kanai.
I'm fucking up. Yeah.
Dude is not a good actor. He is not. He is not. Eli, did you see Aladdin?
I did not. No.
I forgot. Okay. I know it's one of those banned topics on here, but I'm just saying that he kind of sucked in the movie, but he was just kind of like just there just to be a guy. honestly, it was Will Smith's movie. He was just there just to pop it. Just like the old one was Robin Williams' movie, So he was just there. He complained about why the movie made like $1 billion, and he was on Twitter complaining about why I can't get any roles, why I can't do anything. I was in $1 billion movie. Like, nobody remembers you, man. Nobody remembers your name. Mena Massoud. Yeah, I'm so glad I wrote that down. Because otherwise I wouldn't remember him. So he's complaining, but at the same time, like I said, he's with Disney. Disney take care of your own as long as you don't say stupid shit. Notice he didn't rant and rave about anything else. He just shut the fuck up, be quiet, complain why he didn't get roles, and he got a role. So that's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
And plus,
he's gonna wield the lightsaber. How hard is that? So
and plus, here's the thing: like you said, this is your Ahsoka show, right?
Yeah.
He's such a bland actor and looking dude that he won't overshadow anybody. So he'll just be there. That's all you need.
Well, I mean, Gina Carano can't act either. So, but
that is true.
She just punches shit, and that's all she had to do.
That's all. That's all we needed her to do. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh man, what else we got on the list? I'm gonna say this. Oh, okay. Now I get to talk. Well, we both get to talk. We both get to join in on this one. Okay, so now we get to talk about WandaVision. Like I said, this was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're here at WandaVision now. Honestly, Eli, for me, this episode was a lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff went down in this episode.
Yeah, they dropped the bomb on this one.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't just like just wait to the end and go there. It was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of fallout from the last episode. A lot of answers got answered from the last episode. A lot of questions got brought up in this episode. Just like when the episode opened up. Like I said, because we saw what happened to Wanda when she expanded, plus a few, like I guess 8 more miles than what it was before. It drained her. It took a lot out of it. We see, even though they played it for last stuff like that, emotionally drained, physically drained. She didn't want to do anything. It was a case of the Mondays. She made a joke about it. And then you see Agatha coming in, taking the kids and stuff like that. And, she don't. And you know what's really I liked about this episode? Just the little stuff she was saying about how she told her kids, like, life is meaningless. I don't have the answer for everything. That's the thing, like, every parent wants to tell their kids, but they can't really tell them. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny also. Just think how they were, like, this episode, they were kind of homaging The Office and Modern Family, Parks and Rec, where the name of the episode is where you call them Breaking the Fourth Wall, where those shows where they break the fourth wall. Matter of fact, in the last episode of the last season of The Office, when they kept looking at the camera, talking to the camera, the cameraman actually started joining into the cast, started playing into the storyline of the show. And I was like, okay, they actually talking to people here. It's just like in this show when Wanda was talking to the people and they started talking back and she started freaking out, it's just funny how, and that's the thing about, like, that's why you got to watch all of WandaVision, watch everything they're doing, because you notice what they're doing is that each episode is going on, her reality is starting to break down. Also, it relates to the TV shows also, where TV shows now versus how they were back in the 50s and 60s are more chaotic, more dysfunctional, break down more. These things happen, and I thought that was pretty interesting also. Anything else you want to add in? Or I mean, even though I know a lot of other stuff happened.
Yeah, there was a lot of Easter eggs in here. I mean, did you notice the Phoenix chick in the circus?
I saw somebody post that. I was like, what is it? No, I'm glad you pointed that out, but yeah.
Yeah, she was like, she was like in the circus and shit. Yeah, I mean, the big reveal of, well, it's not a look. We kind of knew
us,
that,
right? For us,
yeah, we kind of knew that it was Agatha all along. We already knew that shit. We've been saying that shit even when the trailer came out. So
right.
That's no big surprise, but it was confirmed. But my big thing was Monica coming out as Photon or getting her powers and
Photon, Spectrum. That was one of the better done superhero origins the MCU has done. Like I said, they even did a quick thing. She even did a superhero landing. I ain't gonna lie, that whole scene gave me goosebumps. I mean, think about it. This is the first female black superhero in the MCU.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say, Monica, damn, where was she hiding all that?
Look, whenever Tiana Paris got cast in, the MCU, I was like, yeah, finally, because she's always been like on my list, like for the longest, like last 5-6 years or whatever.
Yeah, what up with 616, man?
616, man, what it do? Yeah, a lot of creativity, a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, hey, but not even her, Darcy Darcy
Oh,
finally
yeah,
got
well,
that big ass sweater.
Well, Darcy, I've been digging on her since
Yeah.
before
We know, but the MCU always put in them big ass sweater stuff like that. Like, come on, man. Like, if she was walking around like she normally walk around, Thor would have been like, Jane, who? Let me go this way.
No, but for me, seeing Monica in her outfit that she fit very well in.
Yes.
It was like her comic book accurate outfit. I mean, she was just missing the mask, basically,
Which sometimes she wears, sometimes she doesn't. But it looked,
it was pretty comic book accurate, and I thought that was pretty cool. So, and then the way she like went through the barrier, then all of a sudden she was like Neo from the Matrix, and she could see all this shit.
She could see everything. She could see the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I like this. I mean, I really like the scenes where Vision and Darcy were driving around, and and they kept running into all these obstacles because Wanda didn't want him coming back home and shit. They kept
but now it might not even been Wanda doing that.
Oh yeah.
Now that we know more about what's going on, so.
But I like that scene where he's talking about, he's talking to Darcy, and she's telling him, "Oh yeah, I've been watching WandaVision for the, since the get go, and you guys are, you guys' love is real and shit." And he was like questioning, like, why, and because she was telling him his origin story. And he's like, well, why am I here? Like, what's my purpose? And I was like, damn, there you go with that existential robot AI theme we get from like Blade Runner and the Matrix and shit. And he's like, wonder why am I here and shit? And she goes, I don't know, but your guys' love is real. And that reminded me of like the third Matrix movie when they're talking about, love is a word, but what matters is the connection. And being that he's a machine, I thought that was
because it doesn't matter between
deep.
machine, human, stuff like that. Yeah, it was still there. So
yeah,
that was awesome. So so Vision had some good scenes in there. Like I said, we had the big reveal at the end. We had that crazy ass theme song at the end where Agatha got on theme song. We were showing everything. So
sound like the Munsters and shit.
Yeah, it was like remix with the Munsters, even though the Munsters didn't have any lyrics, but there's Agatha. Oh, I'm waiting for it to drop on Spotify. It hadn't dropped on Spotify yet.
Or like I like that part where Wiccan, when she takes the kids, and there's some funny shit in there, she's like, I don't bite. And then she goes, actually, I did bite a kid once.
Right. But when you realize who she is, that's a lot more creepier than what you thought it was before. Like, oh shit, like witches and kids don't mix,
Yeah. And then, but when I think Wiccan was saying, it's quiet here. You're quiet on the inside. So just like he's got some, like when he's at home with his mom and he can read his mom's thoughts and shit, but then he goes to Agatha's house and she's probably hiding her mind from him and shit,
right, because she's just that powerful. It's like something's not right with her, right?
Yeah.
Which we always knew something wasn't right with Agatha to begin with, but the point that he was doing, and then she looked at it. But here's the thing: now everybody is on this thing that Agatha is the main villain of the show. I don't think so. I think there's somebody over her. Now we can get into this. Oh, that's Mephisto. I'm not doing that. We're not gonna do that. But I'm just saying.
I have a theory. I'm watching this episode, and I watched it twice just so I could see.
Okay, now we don't do theories, but we're gonna do it today. Okay.
Yeah, because I watched it twice just to see Monica in her outfit again.
No, so now you're gonna put it in slow mo
for research purposes.
For research purposes,
research purposes and shit. But okay. We've established now that it is Agatha, and there's more magic users here. And we kind of know that this ties into Doctor Strange too. And Doctor Strange is most likely going to show up at some point. I'm thinking, Quicksilver, Pietro, maybe he's not Mephisto. Maybe he's Baron Mordo. Maybe
that is a theory. That is a theory I heard online.
Oh, really?
They saying it might. Yeah. That is a thing. People are saying it.
Okay, yeah. I thought of that today. I was like, damn, this is supposed to be in. Because he's going around trying to kill wizards and shit and sorcerer.
Scarlet Witch technically counts, so might as well.
He could be in league with Agatha somehow. And of course, we established debate. We go into Agatha's basement, and it looked like like a Sanctum Sanctorum. You know what I'm saying?
Like with her version of it,
the symbols. You got that magic book. Is it the Darkhold? Is it just one of them?
Let me talk about the Darkhold for a second. Like I said, we saw the magic down there. It may or may not be the Darkhold. Like I said, the Darkhold did pop up in season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Matter of fact, it was the main MacGuffin that was screwing up everything.
It was Ghost Rider was on that shit.
Ghost Rider showed up to get the Darkhold because it was like screwing up everything, took it to hell. Then after that, actually showed up in the Runaways also. So
I didn't watch Runaways. Shit.
I didn't either. I saw a clip of it on but the point is the Darkhold on both those shows look similar, but it looked completely different on this one. And the Darkhold does have ties to Scarlet Witch. Like, she's been with the Darkhold also, even though there's like a ton of mystical, magical books in the Marvel universe, even in the MCU. Like I said, we go to Taj Mahal or whatever that thing that, Doctor Strange trained at, there's tons of magic books that got all kind of crazy stuff in it, so it may or may not be the Darkhold. They may never mention this book again, but it just brings into questions: is it tying Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Runaways together, or is it proving that they're not canon to the MCU? I don't know. It's something I was thinking about.
The Darkhold, it's the Necronomicon. It's Marvel's Lovecraft.
Well, the Marvel has the Necronomicon also.
Yeah. So but it's Marvel doing Lovecraft shit. But
basically.
But I just think that was kind of cool. What was I gonna say? There was something else I saw in there. Shit, I forgot though. Oh, by the way, shout out to Blurred Up. They gave us a shout out on their last episode. They do like hour-long, in-depth dives on every episode of WandaVision. So,
and you can do that. I mean, it's enough stuff in there. You can do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I like about this show. Like I'm saying, this is like one of my favorite things out of the MCU that the MCU's done.
Right, because it's just that creative. It's like high concept. They really went on a limb with this. I'm not watching this show because I want to know how the X-Men get in here. I really don't care about what effect it has on the MCU. It's just a good show. I just want to watch. Yeah,
it makes you think. It's not the same old blockbuster superhero beating up shit.
And that's what Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it deals with deeper themes and ideas. Kind of like Legion. Legion was very similar. Legion, I know Legion was weird and it was an acquired taste and it wasn't for everybody.
We should.
We do 1 hour reviews on other shit.
Basically, yeah.
But no, Legion was very similar and it dealt with mental health. Well, it was Legion, the character, he's schizo. So that was like the main
Professor
theme.
X-Son went nuts. This is Magneto's daughter going nuts.
Yeah, and it dealt with mental health and depression and all that, which is similar to what WandaVision is doing. It's just not as weird, I think WandaVision kind of spoon feeds the info a little bit more.
But you got to remember the audience. I hate to talk shit about the audience, but they kind of got to.
I think that's my only critique about this show is I wish it would go further into that creepy mystery thing, kind of like the Vision comic, because that Vision comic, the Tom King Vision, that shit was kind of creepy and unsettling. You know what I'm saying? It was
even the original '80s Scarlet Witch and Vision comic. This is based on. It went past that,
And I wish the show would lean more into that sort of horror realm, but that's just me.
It's still Disney.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. As of right now, this is the furthest Marvel has gone to horror.
Yeah.
And it's really not even that much, but as far as compared to everything, because I was thinking about it like, could I recommend this show to my mom? Because she don't really care about the MCU and stuff like that. But with the crazy TV show stuff like that, we grew up watching it. I'm thinking like, would she like this show? And I had to think about it because of the horror elements. It's actually too much for her. She wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But I'm still digging this shit. I like the way what I like about the show is it makes you think. There is this mystery going on. And I like it's not only is it like referencing the comic books and the TV sitcoms, but using American TV sitcoms and like suburbia, suburban Americana as like a metaphor for not dealing with your problems, not dealing with your.
There's always a surface level that you try to. You got to be presentable because remember, anytime they step outside the house, you're always telling people we're a respectable family. Don't act this way when you get out there because you want to keep up appearances.
And that's like the theme in like slasher movies and like David Lynch, Blue Velvet. You know what I mean? There's like picturesque neighborhood. But, there's always something sinister and corrupt going on underneath, the pretty facade, So that's what I dig about this show, So,
And
but yeah.
so, and another thing, like I said, about Grim Reaper and Wonder Man, all stuff like that. Now, I do want to say I told you so for a lot of people. They're having these theories and these rumors about who's going to be the Arrow engineer that shows up in this show.
Was
Yeah, there's going
that wasn't anybody. Like,
I mean, it probably was a character from Captain America,
like what that girl.
147. Yeah, the girl. She was probably in 147 in 1973 or some shit. You know, somebody's gonna dig it up and find out. But at the end of the day, she was a nobody. You know,
I was like,
and,
that's who the engineer was. That chick.
You know? Right. And they got some other theories like, oh, maybe it wasn't her, or maybe she's secretly a Skrull. Stop going down that rabbit hole. Let it go.
Yeah,
because
the show is not Legion. Yeah, this isn't Legion.
Everything isn't supposed to be everything. Sometimes it just leads you down shit that's not supposed to be anything, you know.
Yeah.
Because the thing about this show is that what's starting to pop up nowadays, because WandaVision is becoming so popular. Now you have a bunch of crappy YouTube videos just spewing out either just false theories or just clickbait just to get people to watch it. You know, they just knowing it's just false information. You know, like they're talking about the person that should have popped up, but the thumbnail will be like John Krasinski on it, you know, to make you click it to see who's going to be on it. So they just lead you down this rabbit hole, just completely screwing you over for no reason, you know.
Yeah. Because we all thought like the engineer was going to be, you know, Victor Von Doom or Reed Richards, or I was pushing for Forge.
Probably not, you know, Blue Marvel, you know, but at the same time, it was nobody,
you know.
Yeah, and maybe to be somebody down the road, but at the same time,
maybe she's working for Doom or something.
it's Doom's secretary or some shit, you know. She came down here, you know.
But who Mephisto is and blah 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 and all this. I don't know. Have we seen Ralph yet? Her Agatha's husband.
Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about. We have not seen Ralph's husband, even though they were in her house.
Ralph's husband.
Agatha's husband. Yeah, Agatha's husband, who is Ralph. Yeah. Ralph. Here's the thing. Okay, so like I said, when Wanda was breaking the fourth wall and she was talking, we realized she was talking to Agatha. When Agatha was talking, who was she talking to? Because she was breaking the fourth wall, having an interview conversation also. So if Agatha's one doing all this stuff, obviously she's talking to somebody else also, which is why I think there is another player on deck going on here. I don't know if it's under her. I don't know if it's over her. We will find out.
Well, Agatha is in league with
right. Like people are saying that Agatha. Another thing about Agatha is that people, because the way this show has been, so far, there haven't really been any good guys. There haven't been any heroes or villains, like clear-cut heroes or clear-cut villains in the show so far. So I doubt they would just blame because here's the thing. I would hate for them to do all the stuff they did on the show and then just let Wanda off the hook for what she did. Oh, it was all blame on somebody else. Don't worry, Wanda's fine. Put it back in the Avengers. No, Wanda did some fucked up shit in the show.
Yeah.
And she should be held accountable for that. So just hand waving it all off to Agatha, just saying this is her doing it, or who's ever over her, Mephisto, whatever like that, that's not how it should be handled. But also about Agatha, let's just give some quick backstory on Agatha Harkness for a second, is that in the comics, she's not really a villain, but she's not a hero either. She kind of walks that line. She basically does what she needs to do when she needs to do it and does it how she feels it needs to be done. You can clarify however you want. Yeah. So to just say that she's a villain or she's evil, I think that's painting a broad brush of where it doesn't need to be. Because like I said, her history with Scarlet Witch or with Wanda is that, like I said, she's a mentor of Wanda. She would show Wanda tough love. She would do things for Wanda to help her out, even if Wanda don't ask for it. But she's never just been just a flat out villain. So I don't think the show is going to go that route. I do think Haywood is an asshole though. That's just me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want them to just dismiss Wanda's powers, and because I think she should be a threat. Like in the comics, she has posed a threat to the Avengers before, and you know, like if we're following House of M,
right?
then they want her dead. They're trying to kill her. You know.
Yeah, that's why Wanda snapped out, because they were looking at Wolverine to say like, man, why don't we just kill her ass? And then Captain America's like, well. You know, and then Wanda overheard and she was like, nah, oh, you gotta go. So that's the thing, because I hate it in comics when they do that, where they just hand wave it. Oh, it was secretly a Skrull the whole time. Oh, they kidnapped the body. Don't do that. Have accountability for their actions. That's how it needs to be.
Like I'm hoping whatever happens with this show should affect like the new Doctor Strange movie. And like if we're bringing in Blade and the darker magic elements of the Marvel, the dark magic, then like they're talking about bringing Blade and all that, Ghost Rider shit, Midnight, give me some Midnight Sun shit,
Right. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out how Disney is going to pull that off, but we'll see.
Yeah.
First off, like I said, WandaVision is as far as they've gone in this direction. Think about it. What if Mephisto is the big bad of this show? That means that the number one show in the world that has really been a show about Satanism the whole time. People didn't even know it. Like, what the fuck, So we'll see how it goes.
That's the biggest balls Disney's ever had, maybe.
Right, that would be just a little bit of it, just one. You're like a goat's head or some shit just pops up all of a sudden. They're like, oh damn, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, where we gonna go next? Is this you or me? This is me.
That ain't me.
That is
Young
me.
and the Restless.
Yeah, that's definitely me.
Okay.
All right. So what are we talking about? Okay, I'm gonna just make this real quick and just jump out of it because DC, like I said, the Flash movie that has been casting everybody in it that will probably never come out. They casted a Supergirl. So why they cast Supergirl?
Supergirl's gonna be in the new Flash movie.
Supergirl's gonna be in the Flash movie. They've cast cast everybody in it. They got a Supergirl in it, and the Supergirl they have is, what is her name? Sasha Calle. I probably completely screw her name up. Don't care. She's from Young and the Restless. That's all we know. Sasha Calle, that's her name. Or Calle. I don't know like that. So I like, okay, cool, whatever. But here's the thing, Eli. She's Hispanic.
Uh-oh.
People are freaking out. People are freaking out. They were like, SJWs, J and Gina Carano's about to, whoop some ass because she hear this shit. So that's what's going on right now. People are freaking out. How are they going to do this? How are they going to pull it off? Why are they always doing this to my character?
There's no Mexicans on Krypton. What the fuck?
Right. They're like, why are people freaking out? 6% of Hispanics can pass for white anyway. I mean, hell, that's the ones that voted for Trump. Shit,
I can pass for Hispanic.
Right.
I always do.
I thought Flash got recast. Oh no, Flash is gonna be Flash.
Is it Ezra Bridger or Miller?
Whatever the guy's name is, yeah, the one that beat the shit out of somebody in the shopping mall. Yeah, they've pretty much replaced everybody except him. Oh shit! You can beat the shit out of somebody in the mall. Just don't talk shit about Josh Whedon. That's all.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, he didn't beat up Ray Fisher, did he?
Right. You get a pass for that, and my thing is about it, like I said, you put a blonde wig on it, nobody will ever know the difference. If she got a weird accent, just say it's Kryptonian. Whatever. We won't know. Senor. That's Krypton. Let me
like Gal Gadot. Oh yeah, she's from Amazon.
She's from whatever. Yeah, that's how they all talk about it. Yeah. Right. So anybody hired, you better learn how to talk like that accent if you want this job. Oh shit. But here's my thing, Eli. Okay. So, what I hope they don't do is like they did in Fantastic Four, because this is not the first time they got a Latina to play a blonde superhero.
Oh, you're talking about Jessica Alba?
I was talking about Jessica Alba. Here's the thing. Now, they try to put a blonde wig on Jessica Alba, put blue contacts on her. I'm sorry, Eli. She does not pass for white. I'm sorry. No matter what they do to her. Look at those lips. Look at those pouty lips. I'm sorry. Jessica Alba does not pass. So when you see she got those.
I got no problem with those lips.
I'm just saying, those lips are a dead giveaway. They're a dead giveaway. Come on, Jessica Alba. You are not a blonde white woman.
Well, she's not the reason why those movies sucked.
Oh, she is not the reason why those movies suck. Can we get the old Supergirl since the TV show is over? It's not over quite yet. And plus, Supergirl has 2 kids now. So why are we still calling her Supergirl? She's Superwoman now. She wants to do other things. That show has like 100 episodes already. They're still cranking them out. Yeah, so
I've been watching it. I watched it for a while there, Dan. I haven't watched any of them CWs, and that was one of the ones that I watched. I was watching The Flash. I was watching Arrow. I keep
telling everybody Legends of Tomorrow.
I was watching that for like the first 2 seasons, and then fell off everything. Man.
Y'all gonna get mad at me, but I'm gonna say it. Everything on WandaVision doing right now, Legends of Tomorrow already did. I promise you, they had like about 2 episode where they got trapped in TV shows, and one over here was in Star Trek, and one over here was in Friends, and all the stuff like that. They were trapped by the supervillain. WandaVision doing the same damn thing. Agents of Shield last season was the whole episode, the whole series of Legends of Tomorrow. But I'm not gonna go there. I'm just saying, go back and watch this tomorrow.
George Lucas, when they went back in time and like found George Lucas.
Yeah, they tried to kill George Lucas because so many science nerds got inspired by Star Wars. So they tried to kill him. And they actually said, they tried to kill Barack Obama on the show. They said Gorilla Grodd to kill Barack Obama. And he grabbed Barack Obama and said,
why Gorilla Grodd? Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. The reason they did it because so Gorilla Grodd could look in the camera and say, "Make America Grodd again." I was like, I'm fucking done, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch that.
I'm telling you, it's so fucking stupid, man. They just don't care. That's why I like it, because they don't care.
I will admit those shows had like better effects than like Zack Snyder's movies.
They really did. That's because they was like, we're not going to
Killer Shark looked better than
I like
Doomsday.
Really right.
And Steppenwolf.
Like they spent more time. They probably had the same guy. Like, no, we're gonna spend more time on this because this is a better show than his.
Yeah,
we really like this one. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that. What do we got next? Oh, semi-go again. We should have mixed this in, Eli, because now it feels kind of top heavy and bottom heavy.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
take a leap or take a.
Not on the show. This is a family show.
I got a bottle here. Hold on.
Okay. Oh man, like I said, just want to touch on real quick. Donald Glover has signed on a 8-figure deal with Amazon Studios, so he's leaving FX to make some shitty Mr. and Mrs. Smith remake or something.
He's not gonna do Atlanta no more.
That's what I was starting to freak out about. Hold on, let me see what we got. The Flash movie. What the fuck is going on? Drugged up multiverses, omniverses. Everything's going on. They don't care. They trying to beat Marvel to the punch on this multiverse shit. So let's see who gets there first. Back to Donald Glover. So this is why I started freaking out. Kind of like, oh shit, is Donald Glover not gonna do Atlanta? Let everybody know right now. If you haven't seen Atlanta, go see Atlanta. I think it's on Hulu or something like that. It's only two seasons, right, Eli?
Yeah, it's 2 seasons. It's on Hulu. Yeah.
Honestly, it's like it's another one of those. It's not what you think it is. It's another one of those high concept. They pretty much just play around, just do whatever they want to, but it stands like a meaning to it, a through line, a narrative going through it. So it's an awesome show. That's why we need. And I don't know if we can get another Atlanta because everybody on that fucking show has blown up now. Everybody on that show is super famous.
Yeah.
So that's another thing about that one.
And that's why
one of the guys. Yeah.
That's why it's taking forever between seasons because everybody's doing shit between seasons.
Everybody's doing shit. The Paperboy is in the damn MCU movie. He's gonna be in Eternals. Yeah.
Shit, he was Miles Morales' dad in Into the Spider-Verse.
He was right. Yeah, so hell, Donald Glover was Miles Morales' uncle in the real movie.
And
He's
doing He was Lando, and you got what's his name, Lakeith, just in the.
He was just in Black Panther, Black Messiah. Yeah. So
and Get Out and whatever.
And Get Out because every time you turn around, this guy's in another movie. So that's why we can't get these guys in one movie to give us another season of Atlanta because they are working so well because everybody's so stupid talented on this show. So
what's her face? Zazie Beetz and Deadpool and Joker and shit.
He was a Joker. Yeah, like damn. Like, can I get y'all? I know y'all making money. I know y'all are super famous and talented. I need another season of Atlanta. I need to see how that shit ends. You know?
Yeah.
But they did say season 3 is coming out. They say season 3 might even come out this year, at the end of this year.
That's what I heard. That's what I was wondering.
That's what I heard. Because they had to shut it down, because of COVID and because everybody is working and making money, stuff like that. But they say they actually might sit down and make it in basically like when season 3, and they might even get a season 4 of Atlanta. When it's done, that's it. He's gonna make that shitty Mr. and Mrs. Smith movie. Man, really? I was just about to say, no, his music is awesome. His music is awesome. I sat down, and you can see the progression of how he started, from the beginning. He was freestyling like that to the stuff he's making now. Man, yeah. Honestly, out of anything he does, his music probably the best thing he's talented at. Probably the best at. What do we got? I think this is you. Yeah. I called
shit.
It. This is
damn.
you.
I forgot all about this. Yeah. I should have read the article.
Well, damn! I hope you don't expect me to jump in because I don't know what the hell this is.
So they, so they're doing a new Predator movie that's going to be set back in the Old West days, and the Predator's gonna fight a Native American female chick. So, sure, I'll buy that for $1. You know.
Okay. Do you know anything? Who's directing it?
I do not know. I don't know.
Is it Blue Hunt?
Is it gonna, or if it's gonna be, if it's gonna be an Asian chick playing a native again?
Right, Jessica Alba.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson as the native chick. Yeah,
Right.
As Raven Thunderhawk, Scarlett Johansson. I mean, it's sure. Why not? It's whatever. Personally, I'm tired of seeing natives run around in buckskin, but
but we don't know if it's gonna be.
Throw a Predator in there, sure, I'll watch it. So
but maybe it's gonna. We don't know what time period is gonna be, like 2025 or some shit, or
No, it's supposed to take place in the past, and that's what I think Predator movies should do. I think they should go into different timelines. Those are some of the best
they've been around like forever. So
and some of the best Predator comics are the ones where they do go back in time.
No, they had Shane Black. He did the last one. No, stick to just writing it. That's it.
I'm doing that Family Guy thing.
I actually never seen it. You shitted on the movie so bad, Eli. I was just like, I can't even watch it. It's just.
Hey, I'll admit the first half hour of that new Predator movie was awesome. It's just Predator just ripping heads off and shit, and then it just turns into a bunch of dudes running around, macho men shit for the rest of the movie. There was so many cool ideas they could have did with that Predator movie. The kid with autism with the Predator tech didn't do shit. It's just dudes running around cracking stupid jokes and giving Olivia Munn shit, and it's But
well, moving on. This is you also.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, you didn't read that? Okay. Well, this is just a podcast. I don't know what this is. Yeah. Oh, so Method Man from the Wu-Tang Clan, he's doing a new podcast for Marvel where he's gonna interview celebrities and creators and artists and people from the MCU movies and shit. It's going to be like a weekly podcast, I believe. Method Man is a big comic nerd. All the Wu-Tang clans, they're all nerds.
I mean, his rap name is Johnny Blaze. I mean, it's after Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Which would be good. So,
yeah.
Hopefully, the rest of them hadn't. So,
yeah. So, I might check it out. And I guess, did you hear? I didn't read it though, but I guess the last Deadpool comic, he used Wu-Tang music to kill a villain or something. I can't remember. I heard Deadpool and the Wu-Tang teamed up or something in one of the comics.
I hadn't heard that. I can only take so much TV shows what they do on Hulu. Is that they do? Oh yeah. Okay. Season 2 is coming. He's talking about the Wu-Tang. He's talking about the Wu-Tang show.
Oh, the American
American Saga. Yeah. Season 2 is coming back, and they have said that season 2 is supposed to be all about 36 Chambers, making 36 Chambers.
Yeah, I heard about that. And like I said, I think it's because of Black History Month on Amazon Prime and YouTube. You can watch Of Mics and Men, the Wu-Tang documentary series. All 4 episodes. They're hour-long episodes. Go check it out for free because it was on Showtime, so I never got to see it. But now it's on YouTube for free and Prime.
I will put a link in the bio of this podcast when it's all done. So nobody has any excuse, including me.
It goes in depth. It's really good. If you're into Wu-Tang, watch it. It's rare footage, behind the scenes of all era of the Wu-Tang career. I just found out that Ghostface Killer got shot in the neck. And then he says, that's not the reason why we wrote Protect Your Neck, though.
Hell, everybody on that Wu-Tang show is blowing up. RZA, he was on that Black Messiah show.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the one that got killed. Well, everybody got killed, but yeah. doing the middle, when he was the one that shot the cop.
Oh, no.
That was him, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check it out. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, moving on past that. I guess this is, I don't know, this might be neither one of us, to be honest with you. We'll see how this goes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about
All
that
right,
shit.
Eli. Okay, so like I said, this is the Mortal Kombat trailer. I'm not gonna play the trailer because I want to get flagged and taken down, stuff like that. Everybody's seen it. It's got like 1 million some views and stuff like that. Eli, quick thoughts. What you think about it?
I think it looks cool. I'm pretty stoked that it's rated R. It looks like it's gonna be rated R. It's got motherfuckers getting their arms.
Hell, the trailer was rated R.
Yeah, like ripping off Jack's arms and fucking, ripping out hearts and shit. And it looked violent as hell. I'm like,
he did a fatality on the trailer. I'm like,
there's a bunch of fatalities.
Hell, I mean, I don't even like Mortal Kombat, but that trailer was the best movie I've seen this year so far. I mean, hell, Sub-Zero sliced the dude. It might have been Scorpion. I don't know who it was. Sliced him. Blood was flirting out. Yeah. He froze the blood in the air and stabbed him with the blood, like icicle shit. I like, okay.
That was dope. Yeah. No, there's a movie called Storm Riders, Hong Kong action flick. I'm into kung fu movies. Where he kind of did that. He ripped off his arm. He was a freezy guy. He could freeze shit. He was basically he was basically a Sub-Zero character in this old kung fu movie called Storm Riders. He ripped off his arm because he wasn't around any water and used his blood and like.
So they stole that shit. They stole it. Oh man! Come on.
But it still looked pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure the CGI wasn't as good back in the '90s, but.
People were mad they gave away some of the battles and who got killed. No, that sold me on it. I understand some people. I feel you on that, Jake. But that sold me on it because honestly, I didn't give a shit about another Mortal Kombat movie. I know everybody praised the first movie. That movie, look, both Mortal Kombat movies were trash. I'm sorry, they were. You can get mad at me all you want to. They were not good. Now, if you want to enjoy them as bad movies and just laugh at bad movies, have at it. But don't tell me those movies were good because they weren't. As a matter of fact, I probably like the second one better because it was worse.
I low-key liked the second one better because it had better fight scenes.
But that's all it was fight scenes. There was no story.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, see, that's the thing, is I was worried about this new Mortal Kombat because I'm like, who the fuck is this guy directing? I like watching martial arts movies. I'm a big kung fu movie fan. I want to see cool fight choreography. And I was a little worried about this new movie when I saw who's the director and all that shit. But then
it's another video game movie, so your expectations are already low,
Yeah. So then I saw the trailer, and you're seeing all these fatalities, and motherfuckers getting arms and hearts ripped off and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it.
Right. Plus, for those who don't know, it is gonna be on HBO Max. Also, it's gonna be in the theaters, same time as HBO Max. I'm thinking I might do something with the group of people. I might rent out a theater because the theater people are so desperate for the people to go to the theaters. You can rent out a theater by yourself for like $100.
Yeah,
and just invite anybody you want. So I'm thinking like, well, damn, I might.
Well, shit, like have 5 people pitch in. That's
right.
That's like everybody paying for a ticket.
You would have paid it anyway with drinks and everything. So shit, might as well. So I like that. And I think it comes out. I didn't see the date on it, but what is it, like April, May, something like that?
It's in April.
June.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah. What do we got?
Okay. Apparently a majority of Mortal Kombat fans are pissed because there's no Johnny Cage. They're hating on the POV character Cole Turner replacing Johnny's role. Oh, that new Cole Young or whatever, the new character.
Isn't it just Liu Kang?
No, it's not Liu Kang. He's another. It's his name is Cole. I'm not familiar. I'm
not either, man. I'm a Street Fighter guy.
I don't mind Mortal Kombat. I've played many Mortal Kombat games, mostly because of the DLC characters.
I mean, honestly, they should just make the game of them. RoboCop, Terminator, Rambo.
Like the last game. The only reason why I bought the last game was because of Leatherface and Jason and shit.
Right. I don't care, but
yeah, I don't know the lore. I'm not familiar with. Even though I played like a bunch of the games, I don't know Sub-Zero's brother and all that shit, and Shang Tsung and Shang Tsung, and I don't know. I don't know these.
I went online. Right. I went online and there's like a YouTube video of just the cutscenes of the last like 2 or 3 Mortal Kombat. They're like 5 hours long. Like they really go into depth. I don't know any of this shit what they go on because honestly I play like the first maybe like 2 hours of it and like Liu Kang's gay brother shows up or some shit. I'm like, I really don't care who fights. Just fight somebody, man. I don't care.
I don't know the storylines, so
so.
But yeah, no, yeah, like Jake just said, nobody plays Mortal Kombat for story.
No, honestly, I think everybody plays Mortal Kombat for the story. Because here's the thing, people are gonna get mad at me also. Here's why I don't really give a shit about Mortal Kombat. Because like I said, I'm a fighting guy, enthusiast. And I feel like as far as like the fighting mechanics of Mortal Kombat, a lackluster. I feel like it's like the second worst thing to Smash Brothers. I just feel like it's the game that people play that don't know how to play fighting games. That's just me.
You're an elitist now.
I'm a snob. You want to say it? I'm a snob. Yes, I'm one of them. I'm that guy. No, to come back. No.
This guy don't like getting seen heads ripped off.
Not impressed.
Then. No. Okay, then, Mr. M. Bison.
You're right. Sitting here watching fights with my champagne glass, pinky out. Nah.
Yeah.
What do we got next? Okay. Oh, here we go. This is you. We're going to the video game section, but it's on you.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm doing video game news?
You're doing video game news. Yeah. I forgot just that quick.
Okay, so what's this BlizzCon? See, I'm not a video game guy. I play Mortal Kombat. So what the fuck do I know?
Filthy cat.
Yeah. So BlizzCon, is that a convention? A Blizzard convention?
Yes.
Is that Blizzard? Like did they do like Diablo and all those games and shit?
Yeah, they do. I think they
StarCraft and shit like that.
Yeah.
Damn, I do know more than I think I do.
There you go.
Yeah. So I guess they had a online, because of COVID, they did an online online convention, and I guess Metallica was playing it and Twitch was streaming it, but for some reason the copyright music something, they blocked Metallica's performance and started playing like classical music instead. So so if you watch the clip, it's pretty hilarious. It's Metallica playing a live show, but you hear like other fluffy like classical music playing underneath. So I guess that can't. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Like you got a bad. Yeah,
just like really cracking down on like third party music or pop music like that, mainly because during COVID last year they had all these DJ parties going on. So the DJs were like throwing parties. I think, what was the guy's name? DJ Kwame or somebody. D Nice had like 100,000 people. Even like the Obamas were sitting there, chiming into it. And he was on Twitch, partying, playing music, stuff like that. And they just boom, just cracked him down. Just made him stop doing it for no reason.
Yeah, and how does this help them? I'm wondering.
just being assholes, just for no reason. So,
like, what the hell? You got basically people.
You used to be able to play Twitch on me. Like, people would just say, like, you could just play music. Like, if you bought, like, I heard an album on Spotify you wanted, you could sit there, chill, play some Call of Duty, play this song in the background, like, what y'all think about this? They cut all this shit off. Like, you can't do any of that stuff now. Yeah. So they sent me a notice. Saying I can't play it. I didn't even play music on there. I played like maybe like some Avengers soundtrack, some shit. That's about it. But yeah, they sent me a notice trying to take my shit down. So
damn, yeah. So I just thought that was funny. Metallica, and I'm one of the metal elitists. I think Metallica sucked after they got out of the 80s. That's just me. I can't stand them now. Yeah, but I will admit I did like them as a kid. Back in the 80s. So. I saw the video of them playing. I was like, you know what? This music probably sounds better than what they're playing anyway.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
Just because his vocals ain't what it used to be. So.
Maybe lip sync like Milli Vanilli or some shit.
Like, I don't know. Man, yeah. Like, oh, it's cool. There's a live clip of Metallica playing "Jump in the Fire," and then I listened to it, and it's from like 2016, and then it says vocals nowadays. I'm like, oh shit, and I turned it off. Like, fuck that. This is just sad now.
Oh man, let's see. What do we got? 616 man. What you got? Classical Metallica, Beethoven's Wet Dreams.
They did like some shit where they had like a symphony too one time. That was whack. I thought it was whack, but you know.
Which
Like
one
I
did
said,
the song?
After they got out of the 80s, I ain't into them anymore. What now?
Who did the song with Run DMC? Who did Walk This Way?
That was Aerosmith.
Oh, okay. Wow.
No,
Okay.
Metallica did a song with Ja Rule.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That sucked. It was whack.
But
good for Ja Rule.
Right. It may suck, but just the fact that you said that now makes me want to hear it. So after this, I'm going to listen to the Ja Rule and Metallica song. I never knew that was a thing. But now I'm curious. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Ja Rule. Okay. And Ja Rule had some good music at one time, like 1 year. 99 to 2000. He was the hottest thing ever. And then that was it. What do we got next? I think that's on me. Okay. Here we go. Eli, you can take a piss, smoke a cigarette. I'm about to get real Street Fighter-y right now. Yeah, I'm about to go balls deep. Like I said, let me see if I can find that thing where I can find it. Okay. Can't find it. Anyway, so like I said, they got a whole bunch of stuff coming out for Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5 coming out. They got new characters called, Dan. He's back from the old ones. They got, hold on before I get into that, who we got here? Jake. Ja Rule 50 Cent versus battle. That's one thing. Let me talk about Ja Rule 50 Cent for a second. What I don't like about it, how 50 Cent dissed Ja Rule in a pretty much ending his career, and then 50 Cent started making the same music Ja Rule started making. I don't get it. We never should have let Ja Rule go.
Wasn't that in that movie, that 50 Cent movie and shit?
Which one? The Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah, it was kind of like they staged that where the guys, when he was in the studio and shit and shot up the studio.
Honestly, I didn't watch that movie. It was I'm like, on 50 Cent. So yeah. He was high for like a year also, and then I didn't care anymore about that. Anyway, back to Street Fighter. Okay, so Street Fighter 5 is coming out. They got Dan coming out. They got this random pick a character coming out. But the main thing they got coming out is called V-Shift. This changes everything and completely changed the game mechanics altogether. So what's going on is that now they have it back in the old games. They had it like in Street Fighter 4, you could backdash and it was 8 frames per second. But now they took it out of Street Fighter 5, but they brought it back. But now it's like the backdash on Street Fighter 4 like times 5. I know I'm getting there, but I gotta break this down. Like I said, now keep in mind you can't abuse this move because you can't do it. You can only do it neutral. You can't do it in a block string. You can't do it in a cross up. You can't do it, maybe an option select, maybe. I just wanted to just say that. That's all. So moving on. Like I said, when the game comes out, I think like next week, stuff like that is gonna have that mechanic in there, change everything. That's where I'm gonna be.
Well, they're redoing it.
It's Street Fighter. That's what they always do.
They just redo the same. It's not going to be Street Fighter 6
eventually, but as of this, it's just going to just be another Street Fighter 5 Champion Ultimate Arcade Electric Boogaloo Edition. Whatever they say, it's supposed to be the last one before they get to the new ones. Okay. So, but when they dropped this, I wasn't even excited for the new one until I saw this. But I'm like, oh, this shit changes everything. This a new game. Frame data. I got to relearn everything. I got to throw out everything I learned and relearn it. So that's where I'm going to be. I'm putting down Avengers. For a while. I'm going here. Even though Hawkeye's coming, I don't care, but I'm going to play it still. The Street Fighter have a story, I think. That's the game that people really don't care about whether it has a story. I mean, like there is a story, but no one really cares.
I mean, I'm a Tekken kind of guy, and I don't know that story either.
There's stuff that happens,
Yeah.
People don't like each other. I don't really know why.
Is Mishima's dad, and
they changed it now. It's his brother, and
whatever. I don't know. And then there's a bear that wrestles.
Street Fighter upgrades. So, like I said, they come back. I will play it. Yeah.
I just play as Lei Wulong. That's my guy. Right.
Super Cop, Jackie Chan. There you go.
Yeah.
like there is a story, but we don't really care. It's just whatever. It's video games. It's a fucker. Everything goes. Yeah. Everything don't have to be The Last of Us.
You just skip the cutscenes anyways, because you.
No. I watch them because I need time to eat my sandwich in between fights.
No, I was like, fuck it. I don't care. Let me play again.
Oh, you're that guy. Guy. Okay, yeah, no. What do we got next? I thought we were done. Oh, this is still me. Okay.
Okay.
This this got my blood going when I saw this shit. Okay.
Blood boiling or blood like
blood
got
boiling.
y'all hot, like, you know.
At first, it depends. It depends on when I saw this news. At first, I did get hot, then my blood started boiling almost at the same time. Because here's the thing. Okay, so like I said, Ninja Gaiden. Oh, I'm sorry. Ninja Gaiden. I fucked up.
Oh, you're one of those.
I'm one of those guys. Yeah, I'm that guy. Ninja Gaiden drops on June the 10th. Is going to be the mass collection where they're going to remix all the games, well, remaster the games, and it's drop on everything. PlayStation 4, Steam, Xbox One, Switch, all the stuff like that. And here's the thing, Eli. This series is probably my favorite video game series of all time.
Okay.
But I'm urging everybody to not get this game.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why. Because yes, Ninja Gaiden 1 and Ninja Gaiden 2 are two of my favorite games of all time. However,
talking about the one on Sega?
No, not the one on Sega. It was on Nintendo. It was on Nintendo. That was Shinobi.
Shinobi
that was awesome.
Sega.
Also, Shinobi was also.
Shenega.
But this was the one on Xbox. You know, the one where
I remember that. Yeah,
chopped off arms and shoved up guys' ass and stuff
that
like
was
that.
Good. That was a good game. Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing. This is Sigma. This isn't the Xbox version. This is the Sigma version that they stuck on every other system, stuff like that. You don't want Sigma. Sigma sucks. Sigma is the one that don't have any blood in it. You know, it chops off arm and it's like goo and shit. No incendiary grenades. It sucks. So don't support this one. Boycott this shit. Like you cursors were supposed to boycott WandaVision, but you didn't because of Gina Carano. Well, boycott this shit until they actually give us the real version, the Xbox Master version. I want that version. Give me that version. I'll buy 10 of those copies. But until then, not buying this. So, yeah. That being said, we want the next part of the podcast. Okay.
Sure.
We're here. We're in the thick of it now. Like I said, this is the Comic Book Bullies where we talk about comic books, and we're just going to jump into it. And I think we're going to go to... should I guess I go first? Let me just knock this out. We're gonna get. Wait. No. You read this.
What did I read?
Batman.
You can do that.
Oh yeah, I've been doing Batman. Okay.
You can do the next Batman.
This is Batman. This is the last Batman. Why are they even releasing this shit then? Right, because it makes money. That's what they do. They fuck you. I'm not gonna say it too many times. We get flagged. But still, you know I'm going with it. Oh man, so let's go to it. Okay, so this is the next Batman. This is the future state. There's more future state shit. This is the last one of this run. Like I said, we're actually almost pretty much done with future state now. We're moving on to other stuff. So let's move on. Let's see. So basically how the book starts off, like I said, Batman, like I said, this is the Jace Fox version of Batman. He is basically taking these perpetrators they kill this guy to
it was the parents of the
guy that killed somebody. And
they killed the daughter because the guy killed their daughter, so they killed him. They're
killed
vigilantes.
Him they beat him with a hammer. They beat him with a hammer. Beat him to death with a hammer.
Yeah, so they're vigilantes. Now the magistrate is after them, and then Batman has them, was gonna turn them in so they won't get killed, but then the dad decided to fucking like beat the shit out of Batman last issue.
Right, try to choke him out. He was like, "No, Batman, you're not taking me to jail for killing that piece of shit, And Batman's just like, flips it on him, like stabs him with the thing, with his bat gauntlets or whatever you call them.
Yeah, gauntlets. Yeah.
I guess that's what they call them. I don't know. So he stabs him in the leg, get the fuck off me. He grabs a screwdriver, kicks him. He was like, Batman, you're not gonna, he's like, Batman, just put it down. Don't even come at me. If you come at me, I'm just gonna drop you off like at the magistrate's doorstep. Because basically what they're trying to do, Batman is trying to get them out of there because he called the police commissioner, one of the police detectives, but I can't remember the name.
What's that dude's name again? Fuck, I forgot it too.
No. It's a chick. It's a woman.
Yeah. What the hell's her name?
I can't remember.
But yeah, she's like the good cop.
Yeah, he like the only cop that Batman can trust. Batman called her. She like, meet me here. Bring these people here in an hour, because basically Batman's trying to bring them to justice because they beat a dude to death with a hammer. Even though he was a child molesting rapist piece of shit, they still got to get tried for beating a dude to death with a hammer. So Batman's trying to get them there. But while they're doing that, the magistrate, when he made the phone call, because they tracked everything, they're coming to get them, you know.
Yeah.
So he hot wires a car, a minivan or something like that, puts them on, gives them like
SUV.
SUV, yeah,
Not
put
the
him in there.
Batmobile.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like this Batman is like broke, you know. Oh, I think they blew up his car. He had a bike and they blew up his bike, you know. But while they're driving down there, they see the Peacekeeper going down and stuff. And honestly, this whole action scene, I kind of liked it. I don't know who draw this, but then they hire this guy with some more stuff because he makes like a kinetic panel action scene is going on right now because they're just shooting at Batman. He puts on the brake, slows down the SUV. They smash in the back of him. Boom, they flip over. He turns a 180, keeps going. You got the guys going after him and still shooting at him. Oh, this shit's great, man. You know,
yeah, he's got those little magnetized bombs and shit.
Right, you know, and then she's like, throw the disc at him. Like, what? I'm not Batman. I can't aim with that shit. Like, that magnetized, just throw him at him. They blow him up, boom. Or just electrocute him, you know, just knock him out like that. Because Batman knows that they got body armor and stuff like that. So he can be a little rougher with these guys, knowing they're not going to kill him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then they just send more guys in to keep coming. They said the reason they're not sending the robots after them like they normally do, because they know it's Batman, and they know if it's robots, Batman would just, you know, not care. But if you throw real people at him, then he's got to hold back because he don't kill people. And then the dude in the rest like, well, what? Who cares? Kill him. You know, and Batman's like, ain't that why I'm taking you to jail now? Could you just kill the guy? You know? So he's just like, tell my wife I love her. He jumps out because
I didn't expect this. I thought this was pretty.
Yeah, I see. And they were like, what do we should do? Just run over them. Fuck them. You know? So they actually speed up because they're getting shot at and they realize they got 13 more blocks to get to the police officer. So he takes that grenade that Batman gave him earlier. He was just like, you know, blows him up. You know, because that was blows himself up, and the magistrate cops are coming after, because if they didn't, none of them were gonna get away. You know. So then they keep going, and this is, like I said, there's more stuff going on with Tim Fox that we don't know about. He's almost about to hit this chick, and then he has a flashback about the dude, and we've seen this guy before in a flashback. You know, when he has these flashbacks about the dude that, you know, obviously he ran over somebody and he feels guilty about it, so he does his 180 swerve at it. Oh, this part was so messed up right here. This part was so messed up. Yeah, but
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because that's his mom. That's Tim Fox's mom. Like, she sees him and she hates Batman anyway.
She hates superheroes. She's all on the anti-vigilante force and shit. Yeah.
Right. She's the one that helped bring the magistrate in there to begin with. She's like, if I ever see Batman myself, I'm gonna take Batman out myself. We don't know like what's her real beef with him, but she hates superheroes. So Batman's just like, if I don't stop her, she's gonna just shoot anybody just to get me. You know, she might just shoot random people. So I got to take this ninja star, this Batman ninja star, and warn my mom. I got to hit my mom in the shoulder. Like, oh, this is so fucked up. So then that's when the Peacekeeper just, is he a peace? Oh, he's not a Peacekeeper, is he? I think he's just a regular magistrate dude. But Batman is pissed just because, like, man, you made me stab my mom, you know, so I'm going to stab you and I'm just going to just beat the shit out of you. So he just goes to work on him. And then that's when the other woman is like, Batman, calm down. What the hell you doing? You know, you're like, all right, leave. But anyway, speeding up to the end, Batman actually makes it to Officer, what's her face? I can't remember who her name is. Chubb, that's her name? I knew it was some weird sexual name. Okay.
Chubbs or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then she takes it to justice. He's like, I thought you said there were two people. The other one didn't make it, you know. You're like, so your suit, is it bulletproof? You're like, yeah, but if I get hit, it still hurts, you know. She's like, cool. And then shoots his ass.
She shoots him.
Right. She was like, look, I did my job. If they ask, I shot you. So hell out of here.
If they find out I let you go, I can't make it look like I let you go. So I got to at least shoot you. So, so it looks like I tried.
Right. So he shows up, and because, like I said, he stabbed his mom. She's at the hospital, so he goes to the hospital. His family's pissed at him because he's the last one to show up there. You know, he's sweating. He's like, look, you look like you're drunk. What was it? Was it booze or was it liquor? Was it women? Why you showing up late? You know, Luke Fox giving him a hard time, you know. Yeah. He's like, why the hell you showing late? Why you even show up here? You're like, Lucius step between them, like, y'all calm down, you know. You know, they got that beef going on. He goes in and see his mom. She was like, Batman did this shit to me. If I ever see him, I'm gonna fuck him up, you know. And and they just hold hands and that's it. The end, you know. I don't care about the other shit. Fuck it. Bat women and robot sex doll teaming up with Catwoman. Who cares? Yeah. But anyway, that was like a 4-issue story. It was a easy breezy story. I like I said, this is David Ridley. I had some concerns.
Are they gonna
but
do something? Are they doing something else? Because we didn't find out his origin. We didn't find out about the one cop that's doing all that other shit. Remember?
Right, it's a lot of stuff they didn't tell us about it. But as far as like this is it for this story arc we're going on right now. So according to David Ridley, I'm probably saying his name wrong, but they're saying that they're going to continue the story some kind of way. We don't know how, but it's going to continue. So
yeah, it seems like it's been set up to. So
yeah, I mean they're banking it. Honestly, out of all the Future State stuff, take this for what it is. This is probably the best story they've had so far.
It's the only one I followed. I mean, I read a bunch of them, and then this is the only one that I stayed with. So
yeah, I dropped the rest of them. I was like, so this is the only one. I mean, because obviously they knew this was the one they were going for. That's the only one that went like 4 issues. The rest of the Future State books were 2 issues and done. That was it.
Half-assed, get in, get out. Yeah,
right. So I was like, yeah, and then I started reading and realized what it was. Like, what the hell did I buy all this shit for?
Okay.
So anyway,
so
what we got next?
What are we doing? I think you read what I read. So
you pick whatever you want to do. Do it.
You want to do King in Black, or we want to do Last Ronin?
Your call. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you do.
Let's do King in Black.
King in Black. Okay, cool. Hold on. Let me see what 616. Man, I got a very first read. Give me a 1 year type of vibe. Like I said, it gave me enough on that next Batman that I was interested. But I think I'm more not in him. What I'm interested in the world, like the Magistrate and the steampunk, cyberpunk, Gotham, or whatever's going on. I think that's what's got me. But you said King in Black. All right, let's do King in Black. Let's see, where are we?
King in Black number 4. This is Donny Cates, y'all. His big Venom event that has been pretty sweet, considering it's an event.
Right. Like we kind of checked out on these a while ago, but this one we stick with,
Yeah. So Venom, or Null, the symbiote god, has come to Earth, engulfed the Earth in symbiotes, in darkness. There's symbiote dragons fighting superheroes, killing everybody. It's a mess. World's in shambles. Eddie Brock is now in hell. He was killed. He's now in like Venom hell. But he's on his way back to try and, he's in the hive mind, trying to get his way back to Earth. And he has a son, Dylan. Dylan, who's this ill-ass kid with symbiote powers, he is now in the hive mind. And there's a voice trying to talk to him. But then Null is there saying, yo, you're special. You've got, all these cool powers. You're like my son. Basically, kind of, we have a Darth Vader moment, kind of, almost. I am your father, almost.
Right.
But Dylan's like, nah, fuck you. And then he like zaps Null. So this kid had enough power to zap Null, the symbiote god, and fuck him up. And then Freed used like the, how does this work? The Codex? Whatever. The hive mind, like, frees a bunch of the Avengers, a bunch of superheroes. So they're free of being venomized, and then Doctor Strange turns into somebody that I think is important, but I haven't been reading Doctor Strange. So I
was going to ask you about that.
I was like,
what the fuck did he turn? But here's the thing: like he said some weird shit, like, okay, no, think he's a god. 2 can play at that game, and then I don't know what the hell he turned into, but
because usually sound and fire kills symbiotes, but these are Null symbiotes and that don't work. So they need lightning and magic to kill the symbiotes. So Doctor Strange is like, okay, I got to turn into God mode. And he turns into this guy. I don't know who he is. Yeah, super Doctor Strange. Yeah. Sorcio Supremo. I don't know. I don't know. I think, it sounds like it's important, but I haven't read Doctor Strange in a while, so I don't know. So if anybody knows who Doctor Strange is supposed to be, holla.
Right. What the hell is Shannon at? He knows all this shit.
Yeah, where's Big Willie? Who the fuck is this?
Right.
So yeah, they start okay. So we get like Namor like floods the city, And then like Storm and Thor like zaps the ocean, like the flooded city, with electricity, and then fries all the symbiotes in the city. So that was pretty fucking epic.
Cool ass panel, like Storm and Thor were just teaming up doing like I don't think they've ever done that before. But
just lightening up the flooded city and just killing all the fucking symbiotes. Then we got back to Dylan and Null. You know, there's the voice. You know, Null is finally incapacitated, and Dylan can finally hear the voice that's talking to him. And it turns out it's Jean Grey. And she's like reading Null's mind and shit.
Oh, and she's walking on the water. They just got electrocuted.
Okay, yeah, because she's powerful as fuck.
Yeah.
And she basically says that, you know, Null is like the god of darkness, you know, but back in, you know, since the beginning of time, there's opposites. You know, you cannot have the darkness without the light. So there is a god of light. And the god of light is coming. It comes down to Earth, and it needs a host, it needs a champion, and it chooses Eddie Brock to be the champion. And I guess this is the Enigma Force.
This is Captain Universe. Yeah.
And he is not. So Eddie Brock is Captain Universe.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Which makes sense. I mean, the way Donnie Cates broke it down, he was like, the guy, just like Null is a symbiote god, the god of light is also a symbiote. And I started thinking like, oh shit, Captain Universe is a symbiote.
Yeah.
You know, we never made a connection before, but he made a connection now. So I'm just like, damn. Okay.
Donnie Cates, y'all.
Okay. Can I get into a little bit of what Captain Universe is? Because maybe some people don't know what Captain Universe is.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna just talk about Captain Universe. Like I talked about Captain Universe. Okay. So Captain Universe, like I said, has been around since I don't know how long, what, the 80s, 70s, something like that. He is a thing. Basically what Captain Universe is that he's not technically a superhero, but it's a thing that you could just be a regular person in the Marvel Universe, walk around minding your business, not doing anything, and you just get boom, hit with this cosmic energy and stuff like that, and you turn into this guy, Captain Universe. Any random ass person, it just for no reason, and when you complete whatever mission that's supposed to be done, it leaves you and goes away, and that's it. And just rinse, repeat, stuff like that. So basically, any random ass person could be Captain Universe. Last time Captain Universe was seen was actually like a Jonathan Hickman Avengers book with Mother Universe. It was like this black woman, I think she was pregnant at the time, stuff like that. Captain Universe came in and shit, Mother Universe. Everybody worshipped her, stuff like that. We hadn't seen Captain Universe since then, you know. But like I said, in the Marvel Universe, nobody cares about anything unless it happens to either the X-Men or Spider-Man. So the most popular thing the Captain Universe ever did was when Spider-Man became Captain Universe. But it was a way he did it because it was like a delayed effect or something where he didn't get all the Captain Universe powers at the time. It like slowly, gradually came to him. So while the powers were coming to him, he had no idea what was going on. And it was doing the Active Avenger storyline where he just sent like other crazy ass bad guys at him. So like I said, he had to fight like Graviton. You know, he had to fight like this huge ass Sentinel. You know, he fought Magneto. Here's the thing. He beat all these guys. Like they even said on the cover of the book, Spider-Man versus Magneto. And guess what?
I had that Hulk issue. Yeah.
You had the Hulk issue? Yes. Yeah. He punches Hulk into space.
Into space, yes.
Into space.
That's when they established was, can Hulk breathe in space?
Right. That's how strong he was. Evidence of Cage Riddle was Spidey had to Captain. Yes. People, like I said, everybody remembers this the Captain Universe Spider-Man arc, stuff like that. And Spider-Man started getting so powerful, like he could start shooting, like instead of shooting web blasters, he was shooting like cosmic blasts at people like Magneto and shit. I mean, he was like, hold up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a 2-issue arc. That was like it was a Spider-Man and Hulk. It was like a 2-issue arc. I remember that shit. Damn, this is taking me back.
There's some 80s shit right here.
This is back to the spin rack days and shit.
Right, that day, you know, and got to the point that Spider-Man was realizing, oh, I'm getting so powerful. I don't even need to swing. I can just fly. So I'm reading this shit. Like I said, I'm still over here. I'm a Superman fan reading DC, and I'm seeing Spider-Man flying. I'm like, the fuck? You know, and then the next issue that boom, he turns into Captain Universe and does some wild shit or whatever, you know. So, like I said, just the fact that they tie into Captain Universe to Null, that's some genius shit, man. I'm sorry, that is genius to me.
Donnie Cates, yo.
Because because the way he said it, he made us think that, okay, Sentry got his ass whooped, Thor got his ass whooped, Silver Surfer's on his way. We know Silver Surfer's gonna get his ass whooped. Like, nah, Silver Surfer isn't even gonna fight. he should have said somebody else. I'm like, oh damn. In case y'all, that's it.
But my theory, I mean, I was a little bit close. I had that theory that the hive mind was going to turn on it at some point. And they kind of did. So, but I was going to say it was going to be, it was going to be Venom symbiote, because I think that was my theory, that Venom symbiote was going to disobey and then cause the other symbiotes to disobey. So, you know, but yeah, I mean, it's dope. This is cool.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how it ends. So
this is yeah. So Eddie Brock turns into God Spawn. I mean God Venom.
Right. Yeah, because if he gets that and then gets Venom also, because Chase is crazy enough to do this shit. You know. So I want to see how this is, you know. What I get in that? Should I do the bullshit book that I know you didn't read, or should I do the book that I know you read?
Let's save the bullshit for the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We might as well save the bullshit for last. Okay. So let's go to the next one. This is
I mean,
like I said,
unless I got the tie-in. I got a Venom a King in Black tie-in. I can do that real quick.
Let's do that one. Okay.
All
like
right.
I said, I didn't read that one, so
okay.
Yeah.
I got the Planet of Symbiotes tie-in, King in Black tie-in.
Cool.
So and I only got this because of the cover. American Kaiju. I heard of him, didn't know about him. And so yeah, it's two stories. The first one is American Kaiju, the second one's with Hornet. The American Kaiju one is pretty cool. So American Kaiju, he was a dude who took the Captain America serum to become a super soldier, but it turned him into like a big giant Godzilla monster named American Kaiju. And he just said, and instead of, you know, growling like Godzilla and shit, he says USA. Yeah. So basically, it's a King in Black tie-in. He's just in New York, fucking up symbiote dragons. That's all it is. He's just fighting symbiote dragons, but it's Mark Bernardin wrote this. So
and did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark Bernardin. He's you know, he
Batman on Batman. Yeah,
he does the podcast with Kevin Smith, and he's written movies and TV shows and Comics Genius. He wrote that Comics Genius, which I thought was cool. Anyway, he wrote this, and there's like this internal monologue that American Kaiju is having with himself about, you know, questioning his morals, questioning basically a metaphor for, you know, America and their foreign policies and the military and all that stuff. Like, you know, who's to blame for all the shit that's being done? It's kind of like what this is, sort of this existential crisis with you know, American culture and stuff like that. So I thought that was a little cool. So while this big giant monster is fighting all these symbiote dragons, there's like this deeper, you know, debate going on. He's questioning why he does these things, you know. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And then the Hornet story. So Hobie Brown, who used to be
that was the Prowler, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason he's Hornet now.
Well, he can't be the Prowler anymore because Miles jumped over, but yeah.
Yeah, so he's Hornet now, and he fights a bunch of symbiote dragons, and you know, that's all that is.
So, okay.
So that's it. Yeah.
Well, glad they gave him something to do.
Yeah. It was just a tie-in. I would have been cool with just American Kaiju. I wish it was only 2 like 10-page stories or whatever. So I mean, it would have been cool if the like, American Kaiju one was a little bit longer, but it is just a big dumb action scene of a big Godzilla monster fighting a bunch of Venom dragons. So yeah.
I mean, what else could you ask for? You know.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see what we got here. What's this, man? Symbiotes plus dragon biotes. Yeah.
Well, they're calling them Grendels now or something, because back in like Venom #1, or when they established Null was around during the Viking days, and the Vikings called Null Grendel. So
yeah. Okay.
So and that's why, you know, the spider, this is Donny Cates, man. So that's not a spider on Venom's chest. You know, the white bug. It looks like a white spider. That's actually a dragon, and those aren't legs; those are wings. So
that's how he connected all this together.
It retcon. So Venom had a dragon on his chest all along.
Yes. Now the funny thing about Grendel, and I completely missed this. So the funny thing about Grendel is that it's from Beowulf. It's from Beowulf, and like I said, that's from like all Viking stuff like that. But the funny thing about it is that Beowulf, like he was basically like he worshipped the Vikings and Thor, stuff like that. And the reason they hated Grendel was because they think Grendel represented Christianity. Like he only believed in one God, stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So,
oh yeah, the Vikings got no love for the church. Yeah.
Right, so that's basically what Grendel was. Because he represented
the Christians came and they were colonizers and fucked up, Norway and invaded Norway and colonized Norway. Right. So
they made him look like a monster. Grendel represents the monster and stuff like that.
So Native Americans and Vikings have a lot in common.
Let's get off our soapbox. Okay. Should we go to the next one? The one that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we both know what we're talking about. So let's go to that one. This one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes. Why are we talking about Ninja Turtles? Because this is the last Ninja Turtle story. Well, the second of the last Ninja Turtle story. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the last Ronin #2. For those who don't know, this is basically way into the future. This is the last Ninja story where Michelangelo is the last Ninja Turtle left. And he's trying to get revenge for his dead brothers and his father, stuff like that. So basically how the book starts off, it's actually a flashback because like I said, we left off last time that Michelangelo was about to commit seppuku, but he was stopped and then he fell asleep in April's house. So he hadn't seen since this moment here. So this is in the past where Casey Jones and April invited him over. I guess it's Thanksgiving or something like that. I don't know what it is. Anyway, they were like, why are they late? But anyway, Casey's proposing, or he's already proposed, and he basically letting the Turtles and Splinter and everybody else know that they proposed. They're getting married. Next thing you know, Raphael busts in. They see him all bloodied up and butched up, stuff like that. He like, move out of the way. Don't worry about me. Get Splinter in here. So they bring Splinter in, and he's like really messed up. Now this panel, this is April now. Let's go back to it. And as I noticed this when I see it, because you didn't see what April looked like it before, but you see like a robot hand over there. You see a robot leg right there, but you can't see her arm or her leg right now. So it's like, go to it. Splinter's in really bad condition. April just basically saying it's nothing I can do. He's so messed up, it's nothing she can do about it. You see everybody there except Leonardo. And where's Leonardo? And Raphael's just like, man, let's go. Matter of fact, Casey's just like, man, he got his baseball bat and hockey stick. He's like, Raph, let's go do this like old school. Let's go back to how we used to do this. Let's go get the Foot Clan. Let's take it to them. But before they go there, then Leonardo shows up. He's like, nah, I pushed them back. They went back to their hideout back in the docks. But we got to worry about Splinter right now. We got to get him up. And April's like, it ain't nothing we can do. Like, it's just over. He's basically telling them, take care of your brothers, the Roku clan, and, carry on without me. So, yeah. He's gone. And then they look around like, where's Raph? Like, he's gone. Like, Raph is out of you already know where he's headed to, and that's when you finally see April, what she looked like, missing arm, missing leg. She puts the stuff on, she's basically, waking up in the morning, trying to talk to Michelangelo. We go, and she's calling for Casey. We don't see Casey at the moment, but she's keep calling for him. And that's when we go back to Michelangelo, and he's, making tea, basically apologizing to his dead brothers for what happened because he failed to kill the last member of the Oroku clan, making his own tea, but he's imagining the whole thing. So even though he made 4 cups of tea, for his brothers to drink, there's nobody there but him. He's imagining the whole thing, and that's when April pops in. But then we come back to Raphael. Like I said, the whole Raphael thing, that's what's there. So Raphael, War Hunt, he's pissed. He don't even care who sees him. Like, he's happy through, like, they're supposed to stay in the shadows. He's running through the subway. People see him like, what, was that a fucking giant turtle? Eating pizza. He don't even care. He's so fucking pissed. He's going to take the fight right to the Foot Clan by himself. He's chopping up the blood can. Like, where are they? And they having a meeting. They're basically saying, because the thing was that the Turtles, the Hamato clan, because like I said, it's whatever. And Oroku Saki, the Foot Clan, they basically said they've been having this truce for years, but they basically said the truth wasn't gonna last forever. So they like, I want you to kill all of the turtles, not just Splinter, get rid of all of them. And Raphael just taking them out one by one. At first he does a little sneaky shit, stab one of the necks. That's where he like, nah, fuck that. I'm just rushing here and just kill everybody, And he just goes fucking ape shit and just starts just a bloodbath, just going nuts on them. And then Karai, because Karai is Splinter's daughter, she's just like, I thought y'all killed these guys. What? Like, she like, well, you bring it then. And then you just see get this panel of just Raphael just going nuts, and he's taking hits. He's getting his, but he's dishing out just as good as he's giving them. And he's fighting them by himself. He's getting stabbed, arrows in the back. He's just running through these guys. And then these are the elite foot ninjas. It's like 4 of these guys. They're supposed to be like the best of the best of the best. And she like, quit bringing your flunkies at me, Karai. Come for me. And that's when Karai goes right at him. That's some awesome ass artwork, man. Like, what the heck? Why can't Marvel hire these guys? And then Raphael's going at it. They fight. She gets some shit.
They're fucking each other up, man.
Yeah, they both take a shot saying Raphael drops them both in the water. And then she goes for her blade. He goes for his side. And boom, they stab each other at the same time. He catches in the neck. She catches in the back. And they both just float to the bottom of the...
we just saw Raphael die.
Raphael died. This is canon. This is how Raphael meets his final fate, his ultimate fate. Just floats to the bottom of the water. Nobody sees him again.
Yeah.
Then that's how it is.
Can we have a moment of silence for Raphael?
Man, that really messed me. I'm like, damn, that's it for Raphael, man. Like, that's it. Yeah. I'm like, we just witnessed that,
That he was my favorite turtle.
It's almost kind of fitting he was the first one, because like I said, when shit pop off, he's gonna be the first one to go out there and handle it. And that's what he did. He didn't care what the other ones did. Like, y'all, I'm gonna handle this by myself. They killed Splinter, they all gotta go. He tried to fight the whole army by himself. Almost did it.
He went out like a G.
Right. Tony Montana. And then we talking back to Michelangelo, like, how the hell did I live through that? And April just telling him the reason you live is because it's been so long that you've gotten faster, you've gotten bigger, you've gotten stronger. So yeah, years ago when you fall out of a skyscraper, it would have killed you, but you're stronger than what you were now, And then she asks, so Michelangelo, before we get there, this is Casey. So Casey shows up, and it's Casey's and April's daughter. So, and that's actually who saved him in the last book and brought him down here. And so she pops up, and basically they just want to know, why you, where you been the whole time. And I don't care about the Shredder, whatever. Shredder Jr.
Shredder son,
yeah, whatever. We cut to it, and then he basically says what he's been doing the whole time. He's after everything went down, all his brothers died. He went to the mountains. He trained. He went overseas, trained some more. He took Splinter's book, learned everything that was in that book. He learned all the Splinter's teaching. He practiced with his brother's weapons, so he knows how to fight with all the weapons plus his. And he just been traveling seas, just learning. And these days, by the time I came back and figure out how to do this, So, yeah, that's it. Turns out that she's a Kendo master also, and she wants to learn like the ninjutsu. She wants to like really get trained. She wants Michelangelo to train.
Yeah, she's been training too. It's Casey and April O'Neil's daughter. She's been training, but then you forgot the end. She goes into a safe. And
right here. Yeah, goes to a safe. What did she pull out?
That's Fugitoid's head.
Okay, you got me.
Fugitoid goes we're going way back to the original, like Mirage, Eastman and Laird, Ninja Turtle shit. So Fugitoid was like a robot. Well, he was like a doc. Was he an alien? I think he was an alien. And his subconscious got into the robot. But he used to appear in the old school comics. This was before the cartoon, all that shit. So, yeah.
Isn't that the ones that where the ooze came from or whatever?
Yeah, I think there might. Yeah, I mean the ooze will. The original, like Krang, was originally part of like these other they were like almost like stormtroopers, but like Krang monsters in them and shit.
Uchurions or something like that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So Yeah, I mean, all that Krang stuff came on later on. I mean, the original run was more sci-fi and shit.
Yeah, they were fought like Triceratops
Yeah,
warriors and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, overall, I didn't like this one as much as I did the last one. Still an awesome book. Still an awesome book. Honestly, I think I felt kind of bad just because seeing Raphael die.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, even I kind of expected I saw it come, but even when I saw it, I wasn't ready for it.
No, yeah, I mean, I was like, I didn't expect to see any of the turtles die. I thought they were already dead. I didn't know we were going to go to a flashback and see the action. The action, this is callbacks to, that's what was cool. They always highlighted action and battles, like especially Eastman and Laird. So to see that battle and all the details, every blow.
Just for Karai just jumping, and with the moon behind her and shit. That was awesome. Yeah.
I mean, Raphael was fucking sitting there with the two sides and all the arrows in on that, like reminded me of Wolverine and shit.
Which is basically what he kind of is.
Yeah, he's basically the Wolverine turtle.
Right.
He's just like, oh, with the size, you know what I'm saying?
Like, come get me. Stop sending your flunkies at me. I want you, Karai. Like, you want a shot at the title.
Yeah, and how they stab each other. They killed each other. And he took it to the neck. He took it to the neck. I was like, damn, man. But yeah.
Right. I remember reading about it. Haven't read Old School Mirage. So that's some awesome shit. The old school turtles, that's some awesome shit. Yeah.
That was one of my This is before the cartoon. I was into the turtles before the cartoon came.
Yeah, and it was lore. Like
they were violent. Like these are violent ass books. So yeah, when the cartoon came, I will admit, I was like Leroy with Mortal Kombat. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Right. Like I read that one panel where Leonardo like cut Shredder's head clean off. I'm like, oh shit, okay, they doing this,
Yeah, they killed.
And then like Shredder was gone. They started dealing with, anyway.
Shredder died in the first book. Yeah, Shredder died in the first book, but then he eventually came back.
Yeah. So like I said, that we sign off on these turtle books. Like whatever you think the turtles are in the comics, they're nothing like that. They go hard as fuck in the comics. So that's why we get excited whenever a good Ninja Turtle comics come around.
Well, all the art, like there was different artists, and it was cool to see that flashback with I'm sure that was Laird. It is Eastman and Laird.
No. I think
layouts. Pencil, script, okay, story.
One of them isn't here, but I think that when he went like the real flashback with I think that's later.
No, Kevin Eastman did some pencils and inks.
Yeah, that page.
Yeah, the
like
one
the
with
old school page. Yeah.
with Michelangelo doing his flag when he went to the mountain and all that shit.
Right, that was definitely later. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Eastman, and he did the layout.
Or Eastman, yeah.
He did the layouts. So Eastman did those back to that. Yeah, back to the action. Eastman always highlighted the action.
I'm just letting you know, whenever these last Ronin Ninja Turtle books drop, we talking about this shit. We're going on. This is our WandaVision.
And you see like how many panels, like he goes like usually 7 to 9 panels is usually.
It's detail. Like you can follow the action. It's kinetic.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 panels, but it's not even in a 9. It ain't in that. Like this page right here. This is 9 panels, but this ain't the Watchmen 9 panels. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just like heavy dialogue. No, this is action.
It's just all even. It's like a bingo page. It's just all squares.
Right.
No, this
where
is
you can just follow it. Just
it's all cinematic and detailed. Yeah,
because you can see like when Raphael's fighting, like you could see each arrow like digging into his back more and more and more in each panel. I'm like, damn. But he's still fighting even harder than he was before. So
yeah. So
all right.
Yeah, this was dope.
Cool. What we got left? Is it me?
I think it's you with your Nightwing book.
Let's knock this bullshit out. All right. So yeah, this is the last book we're gonna do. We're gonna do Nightwing Future. It's another Future State book. Nightwing number, what is this? 2. Nightwing number 2. Okay. Basically, what it is when we left off with the book is basically like assault on Arkham Asylum or whatever. When Nightwing, one of the Peacekeeper 6 or Lady Deadshot, whatever you want to call her, Peacekeeper 6. That's what I call it. May or may not be her. Yeah, she's got him cornered. She's about to, put the screws to everybody. Nightwing get dead. She's got the news crew out there about to about to raid them. Let's go to it. So, and she's even got the news crew. But the thing is, the news crew is out there, bought and paid for by the magistrate. So they're ready to, they're already broadcasting the Nightwing. And Batman's in there also. Tim Fox, whatever like that. He's there. So while they talking like that, Nightwing is just like, yeah. Because he's watching them on the outside right there. And he hits him with an EMP. Boom. So no newscaster, all the robots that they use, stuff like that, half of the inventory, they can't use it. Nightwing is actually ready for them to come. They wasn't expecting that stuff. Lady Deadshot, just like, whatever. Nightwing's like, okay.
Oh, that's right. He's like in Arkham, isn't he?
He's in Arkham Asylum, right?
Yeah.
He's held up in there right now. So he gets his screamers. He was like, I was saving these just for this moment right here. And he tells Batman, get the hell out of here. I'm going to handle this by myself. Batman's like, no, I'm not leaving. You're Nightwing. Nightwing needs Batman. We're going to do this. If you go out, I'm going to go out because, that's what we do. So Nightwing's just like, okay, cool. The dynamic duo is back in. Awesome panel. I love this panel right here. But Nightwing is like in charge. Like I'm alpha male in this motherfucker right now. So I like that shit. So Nightwing and Batman, sneak attack them, just go to work on these magistrate guards, and what did they do next? I'm gonna get to it. Because like I said, Magistrate 6 Lady Deadshot still comes after him. Oh, and Batman calls the Resistance, like Batgirl and all stuff like that. Oh, and they blow up, I think, Arkham, but yeah, they blow up Arkham. They just like, fuck it, don't rush nobody in there, just blow up Arkham. They hit with Batarang. The Resistance are there, Huntress, Batgirl, Robin, blah, blah, blah. All these guys are there. They fight because Batman called them. Tim Fox called them because he knew that if he didn't, they weren't making it out of there alive. So
Two-Face is on that squad?
Two-Face is part of the Resistance. They like, we don't care if you're a good guy, you're a bad guy, you're on the team. Fuck it.
Because Two-Face was on that
the Arkham Knights.
The Arkham Knights squad. Yeah.
Yeah, which is part of the Resistance also. Like it's all one thing.
Okay.
So the Arkham Knight should have been there also, but she just wasn't. So it's just like whatever. But anyway, they go there, then they realize that Nightwing realized that he's not gonna get it out without Batman. Batman ain't get it out without Nightwing. So they basically form for like, we need to do this together. So they get out. But here's the thing. This is some new shit with Nightwing. Nightwing has a car now. No more riding around in a bitch ass bike or anything like that. He actually has a Nightwing mobile. Runs over people, runs out of there.
That's pretty cool. A little Mad Max V8
right.
Interceptor.
Exactly. And he's in the driver's seat. Batman's not driving. Nightwing is driving. So Lady Deadshot just like, give me a fucking car. I'm going after them. Give me my fastest car. So they driving, hot wheeling, stuff like that. And they basically talking about, and then she catches up with him. Like, obviously her car is way faster. She catches up with him like nothing, runs them over, knocks them over to like a construction thing, stuff like that. So they ready to go. Lady Deadshot is
she like driving a tank. She driving.
Yeah, she got like a tank, but her tank is like fat. Yeah, she got the Batmobile. And so it's like Batman and Nightwing versus Magistrate number 6, Lady Deadshot, whatever. They go to fight, but she's got robot arms. So she's not Lady Deadshot because she got robot arms. She's like Jax or whatever.
Cable.
It was something like that. So Nightwing's telling Batman, don't get punched by her arms because she hits you one time, it's a wrap. And then she catches him, knocks him down. She's ready to just, splatter his head all across the ground. And this is when you get that panel. He throws her a screamer at her. He catches it, and then this panel is so fucking. This is the money shot right here. This is the money shot. Nightwing, starts talking that shit. He was like, there will always be a Batman as long as there is a Gotham. And this panel, man, this shit is so fucking awesome right here.
He's got the glow, the last dragon.
When you got that glow. Here's the thing: the screamers are electric nunchucks. So he's got nunchucks in his hand right now. He's never had this shit before. He was like, Batman is Gotham and Gotham is Batman. You get your hands off of him. So then he started wheeling this shit like some fucking nunchucks, and she's got her robot arms and shit, slides underneath him. I'm gonna make you join your dead king, talking about, the real Batman, and then smashes boom, just goes to work on him with them nunchucks. But before she can punch him, Batman catches the arm, and then Nightwing and Batman just go to work on her, talk all that shit. But here's the thing. Nightwing had his own drones videotaping the whole thing. Because he knew that the news crew were going to put their own spin on it and say what they wanted to say. But he was like, since I got my own thing, I'm gonna put it on social media, show the world how the magistrate is all fucked up and doing all kind of crazy shit, and how you brag about how you kill Batman, and we're gonna make you guys go under.
Broadcast it to the verse.
Exactly. Be the net, change the narrative, So then, they just walk to the sunset. That's it.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Like I said, I was like, if I'm going to stick with one Future State book, I'm going to stick with Nightwing, because that first Nightwing book was actually pretty good. So I figured I could just keep going with this one. So, yeah. So, I think that's all we got. Like I said, we ran through the books. We read pretty much the same stuff, so pretty nothing we can do with that. So,
yeah.
Like I said, next week, follow us. I think we're still going to be in February. Something happens next week, but I don't know what happens next week.
Something happened.
Milestone comes back.
Oh, really?
Milestone is back. Yeah. So follow us next week. We'll talk about the Milestone. I don't know. It's going to be a whole bunch of books. One book. We'll follow it. Some shit came on. Oh, Boys came. I finally watched The Boys over the thing. I'm not going to talk about it now. I'll talk about it next week.
Oh, the new season?
Season 2. Season 2. Yeah, I finally got caught up, but I'll talk about that. And join us tomorrow for our... Not tomorrow. Tuesday. Yes, it is tomorrow.
I guess technically, yeah.
Technically, it's tomorrow. So follow us tomorrow. We're going to do our top 5 comic book runs of all time. Our favorite. Maybe our best, maybe our favorite. It's all perspective, Well, like I said, we just go for that. Appreciate everybody joining in. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time.